Alright, Bertrand here. Welcome to Instant Social Presence Tube Edition. And in this video, I wanted to show you exactly what's inside the members area, how to use the software, and all the cool features that comes with it. Okay, so I'm going to start with a quick tour of the members area. You have your train. So this is your dashboard where you can create your designs, and all your saved designs will appear here. Then you have the community design, so these will be designs shared by other people on ISP Tube Edition. Okay, and then you have your training area. I'm just going to show you quickly what this is and the bonuses. Okay, so the training area, basically you get all the training you need. So like how to create your channel, how to customize your YouTube One channel, how to upload your designs to YouTube, how to use this software, where to find images, and how the community designs fit your work. And we're going to add some YouTube marketing strategy resources as well for you here. Okay, so you get all the training you need. It's very step by step. Like if we take, for instance, this one, how to customize your YouTube One channel. As you can see, it's very step by step. So do this, do that. All right, so that's the training area. In the bonuses, we have the Fiverr kit. So that's like a pre-made gig for you on Fiverr, and a bunch of other stuff that you can discover later. And you can also access the navigation from here. You can go back to your designs anytime by clicking here on My Design. But what really interests you is the software, I guess. So as soon as you go in, you log in, you can click on New Design, and you can launch ISP Tube Edition. Okay, so let's say I'm going to start from scratch and try to demonstrate some of the features of ISP Tube Edition. Okay, so this is the default template. So maybe you want to, work with something else. So I'll start by deleting some of these elements and pretty much start from scratch, that you can see, what you can do with it. Okay. Alright, so the first thing you want to do maybe is to click on the background. So just click anywhere, and that will select the background and will allow you to choose the color. Okay, so we might go for something like a reddish. Okay, and the new YouTube design basically is optimized for mobile, tablet, and TV. Okay, so when you click on guides here in the left hand corner, you will be able to activate the guides. Okay, and this will tell you where your main text and main logo should be. Okay, so this is basically the minimum size that you should optimize for. So ideally your text and logo should always be in here, and any other fancy stuff you want to put, like all this area at the top and at the bottom, that's for TV, right? So you can add any other fancy stuff there. For widescreen, you can add more stuff. So that would be like for like 15 inches laptops or desktop. So you can add stuff here. But again, always, use the text and logo area, to figure out where, your main content should be. So let's say I wanted to add a text layer. So I click on Add Text, and I add the title. Okay, and I call it the Christmas channel. Okay. So I'm just pretending I'm building, a kind of Christmas channel kind of stuff. So I'm gonna move it right here. I can change the font from here. So I'm going to go for a big font, and I can change the text color here as well. Okay, so I'm going to use, this kind of color, white, and make it slightly bigger. Okay, and what I can do as well with the text while I'm at it is that I can select an individual, a word within a paragraph and change its color. Okay, so I could take this color for this text, and if I want, I can copy this color. Okay, and I can apply it here. All right, press OK. Okay, so I have my my main text here. Okay, the next thing I can do, of course, is to add images. Okay, so let's say I wanted to add some of my own images. I think I have some Christmas stuff on my hard drive, so let me get maybe this guy here. Okay, so as you see, it's uploaded here. I'm just gonna move it here, and I'm gonna add some more. Okay, I'm gonna add this. That looks pretty nice. Alright, and let me add a couple more stuff. So I think I have some Christmas balls somewhere. Okay, so I'm gonna add some yellow and some red balls, and I'm gonna show you what I can do with those in a second, which is pretty cool. Okay, so the red is here. Alright, so I got the two images here, and well, let's say these images, I wanted to duplicate them so that I can have several of them. Okay, so we built in a couple of keyboard shortcuts. So if you press Control J, okay, so if you're on Mac, it will be Command J, and you can duplicate layers. So as you see, I've just duplicated that layer, and I'm gonna do that, a couple more times here, and add some more layers and try to, really kind of um, make it look cool. Okay, so Control J is to duplicate any layer. Okay, so that's a very cool and very useful feature in that case. Okay, so as you can see, like this layer is behind the red ball. Okay, but let's say if I wanted to put the yellow ball on top of the red ball, well, I just select this layer, then click here, there's front and back. So this is to send to front and back. And if I click here a couple times, you can see I've moved it to the front here. Okay, and this is to the back now. And if I, click front, then it goes to the front. Okay, so that's how you do it with layers. So let me add another image. I think I have a Christmas hat somewhere. 1 second. Yeah, I get it. Okay, cool. So let's say I wanted to move this image here, but now I want to rotate it, okay, so that it can, it can look nice. So I can rotate actually the images how I want. I can resize them. So the proportions are always constrained when you resize the image, unless you hold the Shift key. So if you hold the Shift key, so let me do a duplicate here, and if I hold the Shift key on an image, I can remove the constraints and I can do whatever I want. But in that case, I want to keep the proportions. So basically, I can move it here, okay, and that looks pretty cool. So next thing, I might want to improve the background, and let me turn the guides off for now, okay, so I can have a clear view of my design. So I go to FX and Patterns, and now I can add some background patterns. So I just clicked on this one, so there's different patterns. You can choose no patterns as well if you want a plain background color. But in that case, I'm gonna stick, actually this one is pretty good, so I'm gonna stick to this one. Okay, so next thing I might want to do is maybe add some light effect, okay, because lighting is pretty good when you're designing this kind of stuff. So I'm gonna add a sunlight which appears here right on top, and I'm gonna resize it, as you can see, and this gives me a nice, bright sunlight effect, and I'm gonna move it to the back a little. Okay, and that's very cool. It's starting to look very nice. Now, next thing, I'm gonna check if I can add some, let's say, some more light. Okay, so I had a bevel here. So a bevel light, it's kind of this, this kind of light effect. Okay, and I'm gonna move it to the back, so it goes behind the text. Okay, and that's starting to look very good. Let me turn my guide on so that I'm sure I'm doing it right. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Now let's add a subtitle, okay, to my channel. So maybe this would be an affiliate channel where you can talk about the best Christmas toys and gadgets. All right, and you can change the font style. Take maybe blackjack. Change the color to white and increase the size of the text. Um, and it's starting to look pretty nice, right? So the next thing I might want to do is um, I'm gonna add some shapes. Okay, so shapes are a pretty cool features because they are very versatile. You can do a lot of stuff with them. But I think one of the coolest ones, the one I like the most actually, are the stars. Okay, so if you go on guide, and I put a star here, and the good thing with shapes is that you can change their colors. Okay, so if I click on color now, I can add whatever, some kind of orange to the shape. Okay, and that's one star, and I'm gonna do Control J, okay, to do a duplicate, and now I have a duplicate, and I have one star on each side, okay, which is very cool. Another good shape is this one, which is a kind of a label shape. So I could do something like this. You could use this like to like highlight some feature or whatever of your channel. I'm going to change the color, make it white, add some text, call it new or something. And now I can maybe use a font like Impact, okay, and move it here, right? And that's pretty cool as well. Okay, I get my kind of label right in the corner here. Okay, so what else could I add? I think I demonstrated most of the features. Okay, social media. Okay, so let's say, I wanted to promote my networks. So in that case, Pinterest. Okay, so I move my Pinterest here because the thing is, with the new YouTube one, you can already add your social media links right on top of your banner from YouTube One itself, and I show you how to do that in the training. So there isn't much use to have your social media in that area, but I think that if you have them to the sides, or depending on your business as well, you might think otherwise, but you can have them to the sides, or wherever it can fit and kind of match what you're doing. So let's say I'm on Pinterest and Google Plus. Okay, so I'm gonna put Google Plus here, and I'm gonna put my name here. So Bertrand. Okay, and whatever here, Bertrand as well. And for the social media, if I go to FX, I can change the style of the social media. Okay, so as you can see, if I click here, I toggle through different styles. I'm gonna stick with, let's say, with this one. Okay, so let me rewrite my name here and here, and that's pretty much it. So now what I can do, first I'll turn off the guide so I have a better view. So as you can see, it's starting to look very good. And what I can do is do a preview. Okay, so if I click on preview, this is gonna show me the real size of the image. Okay, so as you can see, this is a very big image we are designing, but in the editor we're seeing like 50% of it. So this is the full size, 2500 pixels, and as you can see, it's looking very crisp, very good, and reasonably smooth. Okay, so I can close my preview and go back to my editing. Okay, so at this point I might want to save because I don't want to lose all this. So I'm gonna click on actions, then save, and then I put like Christmas channel. Okay, and click on save. And that's it, my design has been saved. Okay, so now that it's saved, I know that I can come back anytime and edit it. And I didn't mention it, but there's